Prince Harry could see his upcoming memoir backfire hard on him, as a body language expert warned of a key flaw in the Duke of Sussex's publishing strategy. Prince Harry announced last year his plans to release a memoir discussing the highs and lows, the mistakes, the lessons learned in his life so far. The Duke of Sussex, however, has been warned the release of the book could further tensions with the royal family and backfire hard on him. Body language expert Jesus Enrique Rosas said the memoir could turn out to be such a bad idea for his career so early on in his attempts to establish himself away from the monarchy. Speaking on his YouTube channel The Body Language Guy, Mr. Rosas said, "If he mentions mental health again, and you can bet that he will, he's going to hit a wall. If you're a celebrity and you write a memoir, it's to capitalize on the fact you have fans that want to know something new about you. Something secret, something you have been struggling with for years." But Harry has the not-so-small problem that his life has been documented ever since he was born. He continued, "Both official and unofficial sources have left very little to the imagination. Harry himself has left very little to the imagination. So the only thing we have left is the topic of mental health Harry has been mentioning over and over again for years." Prince Harry was an advocate for better debate on mental health long before he left the royal family with his wife Meghan Markle in 2020. The Duke of Sussex spoke candidly about his own struggles with mental health, opening up about the impact the tragic death of his mother, Princess Diana, had on him. And in 2021, he joined forces with talk show host Oprah Winfrey in Apple Plus's The Me You Can't See to further discuss his struggles in a bid to help others seek help. He admitted to refusing to discuss his mother for years and developing anxiety in his 20s. The Duke said, "I didn't want to think about her. Because if I think about her, then it's gonna bring up the fact that I can't bring her back. What's the point in thinking about someone you've lost and you're never gonna get back again?" He added, "I was willing to drink. I was willing to take drugs. I was willing to try and do the things that made me feel less like I was feeling. I was so angry with what happened to her. And the fact that there was no justice, at all. Nothing came from that. The same people that chased her into the tunnel photographed her dying on the backseat of that car. One royal author claims that radio silence is very much on purpose. Lady Colin Campbell, who's written several books on the royal family, released a video, as covered by Express UK, in which she said that the book's release puts the other royals in a precarious situation. On the one hand, she explained, the monarchy is acting in a weak and unresponsive way by not preempting the book's release directly. On the other hand, she said, I think what people don't realize is that a reputable institution that is law-abiding and is respectful of right generally cannot ride roughshod over the rights of others just because it suits it. Her point is that Prince Harry is a private citizen living in the US now, and he's allowed to write whatever he wants, something that the other royals understand, and which is causing them to step very lightly. In the short term, yes, they will look weak, at least to some people, she concluded. To others, it will look as if they are being respectful, and as if they are playing the long game, and that sooner or later, if you give people enough rope to hang themselves with, they will do so. Whether or not it's that cutthroat, or whether they want to avoid stirring up more animosity within the family before they even know what the book's going to contain is still all speculation. But one thing is very, very certain, this book is going to be a bombshell. The Duke said. I'm writing this not as the prince I was born but as the man I have become, Harry said in a statement after the news broke. I've worn many hats over the years, both literally and figuratively, and my hope is that in telling my story, the highs and lows, the mistakes, the lessons learned, I can help show that no matter where we come from, we have more in common than we think. I'm deeply grateful for the opportunity to share what I've learned over the course of my life so far and excited for people to read a first-hand account of my life that's accurate and wholly truthful. A blurb from the publisher, seen by Page 6, says, in an intimate and heartfelt memoir from one of the most fascinating and influential global figures of our time, Prince Harry will share, for the very first time, the definitive account of the experiences, adventures, losses, and life lessons that have helped shape him. It says the book will cover his lifetime in the public eye from childhood to the present day, including his dedication to service, the military duty that twice took him to the front lines of Afghanistan, and the joy he has found in being a husband and father, and promises an honest and captivating personal portrait. Transworld, an imprint of Penguin Random House UK, will publish the book in the United Kingdom. It'll also be released as an audiobook. I was willing to drink. I was willing to take drugs. I was willing to try and do the things that made me feel less like I was feeling. I was so angry with what happened to her. And the fact that there was no justice, at all. Nothing came from that. The same people that chased her into the tunnel photographed her dying on the backseat of that car. One royal author claims that radio silence is very much on purpose. Lady Colin Campbell, who's written several books on the royal family, released a video, as covered by Express UK, in which she said that the book's release puts the other royals in a precarious situation. On the one hand, she explained, the monarchy is acting in a weak and unresponsive way by not preempting the book's release directly. On the other hand, she said, I think what people don't realize is that a reputable